Well, I was sent the script and my first reaction was a bit of fear, because I thought, how could I possibly play Niki Lauda? It's a guy who's so different to me, and he's still very present in Germany because we see him every weekend as he commands the Formula One. You know, we still see him around. So and I thought, whoa, that's a tough part, you know. So the good thing is that I went to the audition with that feeling, you know, that I won't get it anyways because I'm too different than Niki. But I always had a passion for cars. I loved the script. I loved the part, of course. So yeah, I was eager to get the part, but I really didn't expect it. So yeah, it was quite a surprise that Ron decided then so quickly after a couple of days. Normally it's a torture. You have to wait for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you don't hear anything. You start calling your agency, making pressure, still nothing. And then in this case it was after a couple of days that my English agent called me and said that Ron offered me the part. One crucial thing was to meet Niki. That was something that I wanted to do. And of course also with mixed feelings, because it's strange to play somebody who's famous and who is alive. So and knowing that Niki is very frank and very honest, I thought like, hopefully he's gonna like me, and hopefully we get along with each other well. So he called me one day and invited me to come over to Vienna. But then he said, yeah, just bring hand luggage. In case we don't like each other, you can fly back to Berlin. I thought like, whoa, that's a good start. So I met him in Vienna. Fortunately, we liked each other. I could ask him whatever I wanted. And that was amazing, that he was so open and so generous with his time, because still a businessman who has no time to lose, but he took a lot of his time for me. And then we met a couple of other times, and he even took me to Brazil in his own Learjets, flying, and that was also a wonderful experience, because I could see the Grand Prix in Sao Paulo, meeting all the drivers, meeting former drivers, watching the race in the Mercedes pit, and that was also, you know, very important to get a feeling for the whole racing world. The focus is really on that dramatic season in '76 with the crash, with Niki's crash, and yes, on the rivalry between him and James Hunt. How he could have his comeback after 4 weeks after that terrible accident, heavily injured, to go back. Step into the car and be fourth in Monza, the first race. It's a very heroic moment in the film. I loved shooting this scene because I was carried on shoulders, and I felt like a king. And that's a very emotional moment in the movie, of course. We are very different as actors. We come from completely different directions. I have the highest respect for the work that he does, because it's so physical. He plays all these superheroes. That's tough, and it's a lot of work. And I come from another direction, and so to me, that rivalry was always totally believable. But also that journey that ends with them being almost friends. And that worked out perfectly with Chris. We shared a good sense of humor, laughed a lot, teased each other permanently, and had a very good feeling.